Hey, everybody, I'm here with Shay Gibson. Shay is the billing manager at Safe Harbor in our admin office. And Shay's just somebody that brings a lot of life and vitality everywhere she goes in the office. And always a buzz around Shay. And a spider. Is that a spider in your hair? Did I?
Don't do
Oh,
that.
April Fools. April Fools. Sorry. Gotcha. I'm just seeing if you're paying attention, Shay. So, no, so we love Shay in the office and always have a good time. Um, but Shay's going to tell us a story that happened in recent months one day in the office because it's not always all grins and giggles like today. You know, sometimes some really serious things happen. And so, Shay, why don't you tell us on this one particular day you encountered a specific client with some needs? Why don't you pick up the story from there?
Okay. We had a lady call in and she was having some issues with billing. She was scheduled to see her med management counselor and could not be scheduled because she had a balance on file. And she was talking to the representative, and as she was talking to the billing representative, she was, making threats of, suicidal thoughts and intentions. And at that point, she said, okay, this is beyond me. She tried to calm her down the best that she could, and she didn't want to try to transfer the lady, and the lady, the call dropped, or she couldn't get her back on the line or anything like that. So she had one of the girls in the billing department come over and get me and bring me on the line. So I jumped on the line at the representative's desk, and I started just, talking to her. I said, well, we can work this out. You have a balance. It was very small. We can take care of that. And we can, go ahead and see if you can be seen. At the time, she also had a representative on the line from Care First because she was having a lot of billing issues with her insurance.
Uh-huh.
So the representative from Care First we're trying to explain to her, if you are really having suicidal thoughts, if you're really having a problem, let's get 911 on the call. Let's see if we can get you to the hospital. And she's like, no, I don't want to get to the hospital. She just really wanted to take care of this. So
boy, there were a lot of moving parts there. I mean, thank
yes.
goodness our staff person in the department that she had the wherewithal to kind of hit the pause button, get you, and then you're working with Care First and our staff person and the client. You were balancing a lot of things going on there.
Yes. So as I'm like literally sitting next to the billing representative, and while I'm sitting with her, I realize, even if we can get her balance taken care of and try to get her scheduled, she may not be able to be scheduled today. So
Right.
At that point, I have the rep put her on mute. And I'm like, please contact someone in intake. Find out if we can get her scheduled with her med management counselor. And we contacted intake. Intake said, we don't actually schedule after the first visit. It's up to the counselor to schedule from there. So then we get a fantastic representative at intake. And intake, they take the know-how and they reach out to the counselor directly and get the counselor on the line. We explain the situation. Hey,
and you're still on the line with this client
yes,
this whole time all this is going on.
Yes, I'm still on the line with the client. We're trying to talk her down. I obtained her credit card information. We set up a payment arrangement to take care of the remain. We set up partial pay that day, set up a payment arrangement to take care of the rest of the balance, all while getting her scheduled to be seen. So after we got intake on the line, intake contacted the counselor, and the counselor was able to actually see her within the hour, and they did a video session.
Oh, wow.
And
Wow,
it took all of us, but we were able to get that done. So I was able to reiterate to her and let her know, hey, I did get your counselor on the line. We will be able to see you. Not only are we able to see you, but we will be able to see you shortly. And you'll be able to set up and do your video counseling with your med management counselor and go from there.
Boy, that's incredible. Just all the people within Safe Harbor, and then our strategic partnership with Care First came into play, and the nurse practitioner that could see the client within the hour. That's what happens when we have a core value of customer service. It just any point in that chain it could have been broken if we didn't value customer service or
That is so true.
collaborate with an organization like Care First who values their client service, as well. It's just the same as we do.
Yes.
So, man, what an incredible thing. I mean, what was that like for you when it was all said and done? And, and she gets to the nurse practitioner and, stabilized, tell our whole team and organization, what was that like for you?
I was very calm in the moment, dealing with the conversation, talking to everyone. I was very calm in the moment, but I was it was a lot. It was a lot happening.
Oh, yeah.
She was really explaining all of her trauma and her hurt and what was going on as to why she needed to be seen. And me and billing, I don't normally get that interaction with the clients. So to hear all of her hurt and her trauma and the stress that she was going through, it was hard. And then my billing rep, it was beyond her and she didn't know what to do. But it was a lot. So at the end, I was very emotional after the call.
I'm sure.
Very emotional after the call, but in the moment, I was able to stay strong and provide excellence.
Do you have like a go-to after an experience like that? Like maybe a go-to show on Netflix, or you go home that night and you pour yourself a cold drink, prop your feet up. What do you do to unwind at that point?
I find Kevin Hart extremely hilarious. So whenever I'm having a hard day, I just watch a Kevin Hart video or something with Kevin Hart in it. I'm normally good.
Kevin Hart. I'm gonna remember that the next time I have a hard day. I'm gonna put that one on file. So, yeah, Shay, we just value so much, not just the billing expertise that you bring. I mean, you bring what, 10 years, a decade of billing experience to Safe Harbor. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And you just joined our team, what, last summer, last spring?
Yes, last July.
Last July, and you were on the fast track to management, became the billing manager in first of the year?
Yes, sir.
I want to say something like that.
That's it, January.
Don't call me sir. That's my dad. My dad is sir. You're killing me, Shay. You're killing me. No, but we value not only your billing experience, but your people skills and your heart for people. I mean, that's one of the things I love about that story, is not just seeing the different parts with customer service come together, but what you brought to the table in all those interactions, your people skills and your heart for people. And that's a trifecta thing where when you have your billing knowledge, your people skills, and then your compassionate heart for people. And we're just really blessed, to have you in the position that you're in. So thanks for what you did that day for that client and what you do every day in our billing department.
No problem, Eric. It's a pleasure to be here. I love this company and I love working with everyone here.
Great. Well, have a great day. Thanks a lot for your time.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right.